Zach, thank you so much for helping my project.
Not a problem.
Could you say a couple of words about yourself?
Yeah, I'm a tennis professional right next to Nash. So actually, here all the time. I see NASA every single day. So, grew up in Indianapolis, went to school in Michigan, moved down here. So.
In fact, here on the pickleball court, your students are telling me that the closest to the NASA side goes first. I guess that's
that's a tradition around here. Yeah, it's whoever is there. Yeah, nice little tradition here.
That's awesome. And how long have you been playing pickleball?
Pickleball, probably 4 years.
4 years? Okay.
Yeah, so not crazy long. I've been playing tennis for over 10, but yeah, pickleball a little bit fresher, but played a while.
Well, did you know that NASA's planning to send astronauts back to the moon?
Yeah, it got delayed, right? You said?
Yeah.
But yes, I did know that, which is exciting.
Some people are like, why are we sending astronauts to the moon whenever we have so many problems on Earth? I was just kind of wondering what your thoughts are on that.
So I've always thought a lot of humanity is pushing forward, and I feel like it's definitely worth it to put an amount of the government budget towards NASA. I'm pro going to the moon, and the reason for that is just because if you think about how it united us as a country, especially when we first went there, I feel like that was huge because it didn't matter like who you voted for or anything. We all wanted to go to the moon, and we all wanted to beat the other countries to that. We all wanted to accomplish that, and I just feel like that's a huge part of it. Like, and obviously there's a lot of scientific positives to that, but I don't even look at the scientific positives. I just look at, like, can you imagine, like, especially like I've never watched somebody land on the moon, right?
Wow.
Because that was that long ago, right?
Yeah.
And like I think about how it'd be cool for like my generation to see it, how the younger generations, how it inspires them. Like, I feel like people think too much about the money that we spend to get there and how useless it is, and I think we don't think about how many like future scientists are going to be inspired by even one moon landing, right? I feel like it's an investment that you're not necessarily going to get a return financially, but you'll get a return in like humanity and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Back in 1968, when they went around the moon for the first time, we had like the Vietnam War and all these social, civil unrest and but yet I think everybody's forgotten about that. But everybody remembers
the moon landing.
The moon landing in '69. Yeah,
I just think that's really important, especially since COVID. Like, name something big and positive, like super huge, massive, positive thing that's happened since then. There's nothing like huge. You've had like your Super Bowls, you've had a World Cup, stuff like that, which is big. But you haven't had something as monumental as, my goodness, we made it up there, But I just think that's cool, and that's why I think like even like Mars and stuff like that is a big deal. And I feel like we undervalue it because yes, we do need to improve stuff down here, but like you can improve stuff down here by going up there anyways.
That's true. And whenever you think about where it might take us, like if you look at the future of humanity, just thinking out like an unbelievably long time, say like 200 years in the future, do you think we're playing pickleball on the moon and Mars?
I'd love to. That'd be so much fun. Well, and you even see now how spaceflight's starting to get even more commercialized. Like, they're starting to send like non-astronauts up into space. It's already like the pace is very rapid already. So like that's totally possible. And you never know. Worst possible case scenario, that would be an option, especially. So I feel like even just to plan for the worst case scenario, we need to do it. I think we need to do it anyway, but we need to plan even just in case, like, oh, it's never going to happen, just in case that actually does happen.
And it's so funny, in tennis, you have like the cement courts, the clay courts, the grass courts, and now with like this solar pickleball tournament, it'd be like, are you in 1G, 1/6 of a G, or 1/3 of a G,
You hit the ball and then you just wait. It's going to get here eventually.
Is it going to be out or not? Put your bets now.
So you hit the ball, then you go get another margarita, you come back, and then it lands.
That'd be hilarious.
But
if you could, would you take a trip to space?
Of course. Are you kidding me? Yeah, like in a heartbeat. Like, I was one of those kids. I'm pretty sure my parents somewhere in their attic still have my like astronaut Halloween costume. Every kid wants to. Yeah. So I feel like if you say you would not go to space, you either are severely scared of heights or you're lying. Like,
some people say claustrophobia, which is kind of ironic.
Now that you really think about it, yeah. But I think most people deep down inside would say yes, unless they're just that like close-minded or something. But, yeah.
How far would you go? Just to orbit, to the moon? If they needed like tennis pros on Mars, would you like
the moon is what, like a 6 or 7 day round trip?
Yeah.
Mars is like a month round trip?
It's like 6 months to get there, but you have to wait 2 years for the planets to line up. So you might be
That's
looking
true.
at
Wait.
3-4 years.
Ah, jeez. I must have been thinking about something else. I'd go to Mars.
Okay.
I'd do that. I don't know if I'd go farther than that unless they found out, like, figured out how to do hypersleep or something. But no, I'd do that. That'd be good.
Well, that's awesome. Well, Zach, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate
Yes, sir.
getting to talk to you for my
Yes,
project.
appreciate it. It's awesome.